In this video, I selected 6 really good bikes that cost about £1,000 or $1,000 that are the perfect stepping stone into the world of cycling. Now, most of these bikes benefit from trickle down from the top end bikes, so really good performance and good value for money. Now, in this price range, a really hotly contested price range, it should be added, you can expect an aluminium frame, which is lightweight and strong, a carbon fork to save more weight. Shimano is a dominant group set manufacturer with a choice of rim or disc brakes, with rim brakes still a more affordable and lighter weight option, and high quality finishing kits, so tyres, handlebars and saddles, so no need to rush out and upgrade your bikes, really good straight from the shop. Now, I am filming during a pandemic and we all know about the supply issues in the bike industry. Bikes have been really popular for the last 6 or 7 months, so there are issues with getting some of these bikes. So I selected 6 mainstream brands, so big bike companies that should have stock where you live, where you're watching this video. So let's dive in. We'll start this video with the giant Cannondale, the massive bike company's most affordable road bike model, and sits below the TCR and Defy. So a really good range of options, cheaper and more expensive models, but this one I've picked is a really good offering in this price range. Now, Giant is a massive company that really lives up to its name. It does all its own design, development and manufacturing, and the size of the company means really good value for money, but you're getting really good performance as well. The Cannondale has an endurance focused geometry, so it's more relaxed than a race bike. This alloy frame keeps the weight low and the gear cables are routed inside the frame, which is something you usually only see on more high-end bikes. Giant has given this Cannondale one a carbon fork to save weight, and also its own D-fuse seat post allows the seat post to bend, so more comfort when you're in the saddle. The Shimano Sora group set is hard to beat at this price range, and the 1134 cassette is a wide range of climbing focused gears to help you get this 9.6 kilogram bike up your local climbs. So generally a really good pick for a wide range of riding. As well as all that, it's also versatile with mudguard and rack mounts, so a really good pick for commuting and touring, as well as sporties and weekend rides. The Domani is Trek's endurance comfort focused platform, so more laid back and more comfort orientated than the Emonda and Madone race bikes also in its range, and was developed for races like Paris-Roubaix, where cobbles are a defining feature, and with lots of feedback from Fabian Cancellara, a rider who won that race on this bike. Well, a carbon fibre version, of which there are 2, but it's also an aluminium bike, bringing the platform down to a more affordable price point. It's a lightweight aluminium frame, but there isn't the ISO Speed decoupler, the unique comfort focus feature you get on the higher end carbon bikes, but with space for 28mm wide tyres, it should still offer a smooth ride on crappy road surfaces. The 9.5 kilogram weight is good for this price and should help on the hills, as will the compact chain set and 1132 cassette. So the geometry is more laid back than a race bike, with a taller head tube and a shorter top tube to put handlebars in a higher position that are closer to you, so you're less stretched out, so you're not going to do your back in on those long rides, but you can still get in a racy position by adopting the drops for faster riding, but a good balance of speed and comfort. You only get Shimano's entry-level Clarus group set here though, but with excellent shifting and braking performance as we'd expect from Shimano. A bonus on this bike, which increases the versatility, is the addition of mudguard and rack mounts. So again, a really good pick for commuting and touring, as well as weekend rides and sporties and other targets you've got next year. The Alley is a popular model in the Specialized range, and probably, in my opinion, has the best name of all bikes on the market. The cheapest Alley here looks to pack a lot of tech without cutting too many corners. It's a very modern looking frame, benefiting from the company's continued investment in aluminium, with a look that resembles a carbon tarmac, so drop stays, curved top tube and a shaped down tube. This is no crappy, cheap aluminium frame either. The company has continued to invest in aluminium, so you're getting lots of good technology here, state-of-the-art technology, all the modern details you expect, and a really good looking frame that should offer a really good ride quality. Specialized doesn't always do so well on value for money in terms of components, and you only get a Shimano Clarus 8-speed group set, which is still decent though, with a compact chain set, and you get the same dual control levers as you get on dual race, but not as high a spec as some other bikes in this range. But where Specialized does really well is in finishing kit, with an excellent saddle, excellent handlebar, really nice bar tape as well, and good 26mm wide tyres on Axis Sports wheels. There are a few companies with as much heritage and expertise when it comes to aluminium as Cannondale. the company that back in the 80s and 90s really pioneered the use of the material in a road bike with massive Coke can oversized down tubes in an era when carbon was yet to be proven in the pro peloton. The Optimo then is a very high-end aluminium frame, and essentially it's a CAD 8 or CAD 10 rebranded and repurposed as the Optimo range. There are clear attempts to ensure it's a smooth ride though, from the skinny seat stays to the curved chain stays. But it's not as modern looking as maybe that Specialized Alley, but a lot of tech, a lot of expertise on the frame, and the ride quality is phenomenal, first class. Unlike most bikes in this video which are endurance focused, the Optimo is very much a race bike at heart, based on the same geometry as the CAD 10, the CAD 12 and the Super 6 above it. So it's designed for going fast and slicing through corners, and it's a great entry into the world of crit and road racing. When it comes to components, it's not as well spec'd as other bikes in this video, and you're clearly paying a lot of money for the frame, but it is a really good frame and a good upgrade path as well. But for the most part, the components are good, just not the best here. So we get a Shimano SLR group set for the most part, the levers and the derailleurs, but then we get Pro Max brake calipers and an FSA chain set, so clear signs of corners being cut, but should all be usable and work just fine. While it's very much a race bike at heart, it's still a versatile bike, and like most other bikes in the video, has mudguard and rack mounts, so you go racing on a Sunday and then ride to work on a Monday. I can't do a video on the best value for money bikes and not include a Canyon. This German direct sales brand has done a lot to shake up the bike industry in the last few years by cutting out dealers and bike shops and passing on the savings to consumers with really good value for money, but really well designed bikes as well. This is the Endurace AL 6.0 from the company's endurance line, hence the name. So endurance focus, taller head tube, shorter top tube, so more comfort, wide tyre clearance, more stable, riding at high speeds and better for dealing with rough roads. Where the bike really shines is in the group set, and you're getting the best group set of all the bikes in the video, Shimano's Tiagra 10 speed group set, which really trumps all the other group sets, Sora and Calaris in this lineup. You also get two frame colours to choose from as well, red and black, which is really nice to see. Not many brands offer a choice of colours, but we do here. Now the only downside for this bike is for US viewers watching this, because I don't think it's available in your country. It looks like Canyon has a selected smaller range of bikes in the US compared to the full range we have here in Europe. And lastly, the Scott Speedster 30. Now, a bike with speed in its name has to deliver, and this bike appears to have all the credentials to live up to its name. You get a nicely finished aluminium frame with a carbon fork and modern touches like internal cable routing, keeping the weight as low as possible. This one comes in at 9.8 kilograms, which is par for the course in its price range. You get Shimano's Sora 9-speed group set, which is a common choice in its price range, and it inherits most of the key tech from high up Shimano's range, but at a fraction of the price. Brakes are downgraded to Textro though, but it's a compact chain set and wide range 1132 cassette to help you on the hills. Comfort is really important on bikes like this. They might be used for racing, but also for long distance rides as well. And this one has 28mm wide Schwalbe tyres on Syncross rims, and a nice attention to detail is the addition of 28 spokes in the rear wheel for extra durability, with 24 in the front for lower weight. Like most bikes in the video, the Speedster is an endurance focused bike, so more relaxed, laid back geometry. So taller head tube, shorter top tube, that's the mantra for this bike. So easier handling on long rides. If you're new to cycling, this should be a really accessible bike. So there we go then, 6 really good bikes in my opinion for $1,000 or £1,000. Now this is a really competitive price point, lots of choice, and if these 6 bikes don't float your boat, then many other big and small bike companies will offer a bike at or around the price, so plenty of options if you go shopping around. But hopefully these 6 bikes give you some choice, narrow down the choice if you are in the market for a new bike, first bike, or upgrading for a cheaper bike. Bikes that are good for racing, good for sporties, good for commuting, good for just general cycling really, if you want to get into cycling and join the world of cycling that we all love here on my channel. Now, if you want to spend more money, check out the links in my description down below for other buyers guides I've done, up to £2,000, £3,000 and £4,000 and more coming soon. But that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again in the next video.